Hello, guys. This is Eagles Tracker, and we're back again with updates from Abidjan. This is the first official training session of the team after their triumph over Angola. I mean, right now we are beating everything that has an animal name in this competition, and that's how we're going to beat them. They go. But yes, this is our first official training session. The team is back together, as is always the tradition. You always have the people that were actively involved in the game, or those that played a major part and were not substituted early enough, having their own separate training session. Not a lot, not a heavy drill. They just get to do slight recovery, little jogging, little stretches, ice baths, and then that's their own training. While you have those that were actively involved in, or those that were not involved at all in the game, or those that had just a few minutes appearance. Example, the Polonoachus, the Kenneth Omero, being involved with the rest of the players for a more extensive training session. Like the Super Eagles coach said a long time ago, this is a marathon, and he just knows that he needs to win. He needs to win 7 games. He just needs to win 7 football matches to win the trophy. As it stands at this moment, he has won 5, we have played 5 games. We have won 4 of these games. We have drawn 1. So at this moment, he has 2 more games to bring back the coveted trophy to Nigeria, to get in line with the message of the NFF. Let's do it again. I know you guys have seen a lot of noise around the campaign, different celebrities, different football icons preach the let's do it again message. It's a campaign run by the NFF, by the way. It's beautiful to see interest in our football beyond just collect money and go for a tournament. It's good to see that the brand they're trying to build a brand around the team participating in a particular tournament. It's very, very beautiful to see, and I hope that it continues for a very, very long time with the Nigerian Football Federation. Now, team news from here is there's no injury update to give at this present time, and we cannot correctly assess the players that were involved in the match because, and like I said, they are not involved in any serious training. But for those that stayed away from the jogging, Frank Onyeka did not jog with those that were actively involved in the game. Osimhen did not jog with those that were actively involved with the game. Stanley Nwabali did not also jog because normally they do their jogging around. Those that are involved in the game. Stanley Nwabali did not also join the jogging, and Captain Ahmed Musa jogged alone initially at the start. I think he later joined the rest of the people, for the rest of the players, for their own training session. But that's all we have to report from the Super Eagles camp as regards injuries. But at this very moment, an interview the media officer granted to a TV station while we were beside him, he said that there are no injury concerns whatsoever at the moment, and he also said that the team is focused on the task and the challenge to be offered or put forward by the Bafana. They respect every team. Angola put off a tough contest. They expect the exact same tough contest from South Africa, and he said in his words, iron sharpeneth iron. That is, if you want to get to the trophy, if you want to win it, you have to play the strong side. It's normal. And at this sort of competition, everybody that's here deserves their stripes. They deserve to be here. So the Super Eagles deserve to be here. Bafana deserve to be here. DR Congo deserve to be here. And Cote d'Ivoire, after the madness, the madness of a game that they played out with Mali. I mean, from where I sit down, I'm so disappointed in Mali because the game was basically theirs to take. The game was totally theirs to take and do whatever they wanted to do with it. And first of all, they considered late to level the game and considered late until the last minute of extra time to lose the game and let the host go through. But as usual, anytime the host qualify or do in a football match, it's always a party in Abidjan. There was a mad party in Abidjan. Every street had music. People were running, crazy car shows. It was beautiful to see. And that just reminds us one thing that we have always known. Football remains the greatest sport in the world. I mean, argue with your keepers, guys. Argue with your keepers totally. Remember, in this competition, there are some players of Super Eagles that have not still been able to get any minutes whatsoever. There's Bruno Yemechi, there's Captain Ahmed Musa, there's Paul Onuachu, there's also Terem Murphy that they've not gotten any minutes at all in this competition. I think that is those are the players that have not fit. Then there's, for the goalkeepers, there's also Ojo Olorunleke. While we saw Zoho briefly when Stanley Nwabali got an injury against in our round of 16 game. You get, but that's basically it. But everybody is putting in their shift to see how well they can they can contribute their quota and showing how good they can be in training, hoping that when the time comes and they get called upon, they'll be able to give their all. Now, a story written earlier by the one of the football writers from Pulse, Solis Chuku, he pointed out that looking at the Nigerian team in the last game against Angola, that for the first time, the team showed signs of tiring, which according to him might have brought focus back on the squad management by head coach Jose Peseiro, in the sense that he has not really mixed a bit to help players stay fresh. But the bottom line remains that whatever the technical team decides is best for them to make the team keep winning and keep heading in the right direction, Nigerians really don't care. We just want to see results. We just pray, however, that the warriors he has been fighting with, those he has selected to lead the charge, would always have refreshed energy, enough energy to go the distance, because we are the same commission where it's no longer just 90 minutes. There's 90 minutes, then there's 30 minutes, then there's an extra penalty shootout, so you need to be strong enough. I mean, in our last two couple of games, we have seen Victor Osimhen basically come out around the 88 to 90 something minute, and he has given his all, run himself to the ground, and basically just wants to take himself all the way to the bench. Though, let's just be clear, that guy is a freak. When he eventually gets to the bench, he still cannot sit down. He gets up and basically gesticulates throughout the entire time on the bench, shouting and urging the team on to defend or to attack or whatever. In fact, at our last game, when he had an injury, and he was taken out at our last game, it was not a serious injury, he was taken out. It was now taking a long time for the assistant referee to flag the substitution board, so that Paulo Onuachu will come in along with Kenneth Omoro. At the point, Victor stood up from the bench and said, coach, it's taking time. Can I go back in? Coach said, enter, and he ended up playing for like 3 more minutes or thereabout before he was eventually subbed out again. Victor basically bleeds green. He typifies the kind of spirit we should all have when it concerns Nigerian football, when it concerns doing the right thing for Nigeria. That's Victor Osimhen any day. They call him Ijaya Olusosun. Ask anybody in Olusosun what that means, but he's basically a symbol for that community. The Super Eagles reserves basically did a shooting drill today. Aside from the regular touch that they did a shooting drill today to see how they can play out in transitions and take straight shots at goal, and also defenders reacting to strikers breaking out in transitions and facing their goalkeepers. There were some amazing point-blank saves by Uzoho. Don't come for me, guys. Amazing point-blank saves by Uzoho and also by Ojo Olorunleke. In short, Uzoho even saved the penalty, a direct penalty from Al Hassan Yusuf in training. So, guys, like I said, I've always told you guys, we have amazing goalkeepers in camp. We have Uzoho, we have Ojo Olorunleke, we have Stanley Nwabali, we even have Okoye Maduka that's not here. We have Kingdom Osai back in Nigeria. So our goalkeeping department is stacked. We just pray that everybody gets the confidence that they need, because as we have found and discovered Stanley Nwabali, an amazing goalkeeper, it will be beautiful to have everybody operate at the same confidence level, the same fight, the same zeal for the national team, so that the competition is going to make all of them get better. And we know that no matter who they call upon at any time, don't come for me, guys, they are going to be ready. But now, our number one is Stanley Nwabali. He has taken that shirt and made it his. Nobody can contest that. Even the goalkeepers in camp know that he deserves to be number one on the strength of his showing, on the strength of the confidence with which he displays in goal. And that is that. The question now for me, however, is which players are we finally going to see get a couple of minutes, assuming this game stretches on to extra time? If I'm to make a very, very bold call, if I expect that if this game stretches on to extra time, the first substitution that are going to happen will be, as usual, you guys know, Zaidu coming off for Kenneth Omero going, and it maintains the three at the back, and then you have Calvin Bassey go to left wing back, and then when Olaino eventually gets pulled out, but this time I don't expect he will be pulled out, however, for Bright Osayi. I expect he's going to be pulled out for Awaziem, because at this time, if we manage to take this game in, if this game goes into extra time, I expect that the coach will be more focused on ensuring that we don't lose, right? And Awaziem, for all intents and purposes, is a center defender, yes, but he has one of the best deliveries of the ball in a cross. Yes, you guys will ask me why. I followed this team for a couple of years. Most of the most delicious crosses that our strikers fed on for at different levels were delivered by Awaziem, and he also played that right that right back during our World Cup qualifying series under Genetro. So it's something that he can totally handle by himself. So that's what I expect. And then in midfield, I mean, I expect that the coach will not make the mistake he made the last time of not adding Rafael Onyedika to the bench. That was a mistake that made us substitute a combative midfielder, Frank Onyeka, and put in Joe Aribo. I mean, he's to the best of his knowledge. So he's a creative midfielder that does not offer the kind of steal and protection that Onyeka and Onyedika is going to offer. So I expect that we're going to see Onyedika on the bench this time, and he might be one of the first names off the bench. That is, I expect that during the subs, if we get to extra time, we are going to have Al Hassan Yusuf and Onyedika coming to take the place of Alexander Iwobi and Frank Onyeka. And somewhere down the line, now this is the interesting part here. Somewhere down the line, if we are unable to unlock the South Africans, I expect Chukwueze to come in. And the greatest shocker of all, I still expect that we are going to finally see your boy Kelechi Iheanacho. There's been a lot of clamor for him. The moment he gets to where you need creativity to unlock a defense that is not just, and you don't just need muscle and running, I expect that we're going to see Kelechi Iheanacho deployed in this game if it gets into extra time. However, penalty is a different ball game. If it gets to penalty, maybe I'll make a call on those I expect are going to score, those I expect are going to miss. But I just want Nigeria to go through either way. You can peep the new haircut by Terem Murphy, something that we love to see. He's always had great in the national team, but he has loosened it this time. Maybe that gets him the attention that he wants from the coaches. You can see Samuel Chukwueze trying to get a shot, but it's closed down very, 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 very speedily by Bruno Yemechi. Same applies to Aribo, being chased down by Al Hassan, but the block is put in by the defender, by the goalkeeper this time. We're about to see another speed chase happen, and it's really, really interesting. You need to see the way like they are ready for the chase. The person that's running wants to trick the person that's pursuing him to ensure that he doesn't go along with it. This is Omero and Rafael Onyedika. Omero always scores these goals. He always buries it. I think he did not miss anyone at all in this shooting drill. He did the running and got it in. And anytime there is a foul, we have a penalty. Situation. This is a penalty by Terem Murphy, and he's facing Ojo Olorunleke. This time, I can tell you what happened, but see for yourself. Yep. He scored straight down the middle, straight down the throat of the goalkeeper. That was beautiful. But Ojo still stepped up and did the saves where he needed to do them. But it's really beautiful to see. Hassan Yusuf kept missing. That's Bruno. Wonderful. So that's Super Eagles doing their training. This is Eagles Tracker, giving you the updates that you need. I can tell you for free. Subscribe to our channel. Just stay on this platform. We'll give you the best that we can. We try to be anywhere Nigerian football is, anywhere Nigerian sports in general is. We try to be there to give you the best that we can at every point. Subscribe and enjoy the rest of this training session, guys.